Oh my God, what have you done? You new Jimny owners, you have just bought a two-wheel drive car. No, it doesn't matter how fancy it looks, it's a two-wheel drive car. Just like those dreaded BMWs that you see skating around. Why am I telling you this now? Well, it's that time of year, isn't it? Here we are, midwinter in southern UK, where despite all the weather warnings, there is no snow and that, there's very little ice, there's a bit of fog, and yet people are trying to put their cars into four-wheel drive and then saying, oh, it doesn't perform very well. Oh, I drive up and there's this horrible noise from underneath the car. That's because you have bought a two-wheel drive car. Yes, let me say it again, a two-wheel drive car. That is a four-wheel drive car. What's the difference? That has got a central differential, which means it can be in four-wheel drive all the time. These have not got a central differential. Therefore, in normal conditions on normal roads, they need to be in two-wheel drive. Otherwise, you get wind-up occurring between the front and rear axles. So, what are normal conditions? Normal conditions are any time when the road is itself not slippery. Okay, there may be snow on the road, there may be slush on the road, but it is not particularly slippery. If everyone else is driving around in their cars normally, you drive around in your car normally. Do not select four-wheel drive. Only if it is actually very slippery on the road, if the surface is broken up, if there's mud, then yes, you can put it into four-wheel drive. And that's when these cars excel. You haven't bought a lemon, you bought one of the best 4x4s there is, as long as you only use 4x4 when it is properly timed to do so. In this picture, this is not the time to do it. The roads are actually dry. This is not the time to do it. The roads are actually looking slushy, but you can drive just perfectly normally. This is the time to do it when there is full snow over the entire road surface and it is slippery. Yes, you can then do it. And remember, on those times where the road conditions change from clear to snowy, drifts have blown across the road, then the road's clear, you can slip it in and out of four-wheel drive as you drive it along. Okay, so it is a driver's car. The driver makes the decisions. Couple of things to also mention. Traction control. Okay, the traction control relies on there being a bit of power to the wheels, okay, which is counterintuitive to driving in snow, where you typically want to start in higher gears and keep the revs down. Okay, if you are in snow, you will need to use a few revs occasionally to get some traction control working to pull you along. And secondly, it's a rear-wheel drive car. Have I said that before? It's a rear-wheel drive car. This means, in fact, it is fun in the snow, because just like any BMW, look here, you can drift it. If you're in any doubt about this, read the instructions on the sun visor flap. They will tell you when you can do it and how to get it in and out of four-wheel drive. Finally, practice, okay? Because these cars never go into four-wheel drive. These two never go into four-wheel drive. This is the south of England. It's never slippery enough really to do it. Okay, therefore, make sure you do put them into four-wheel drive in car parks or on gravel, rough surfaces every now and again, just to check that the system works and to exercise it. That is particularly applicable if you've got one of the old-fashioned button ones, okay, with the motorized control, because that can get gummed up and stop working. So always, every year, make sure that it goes in and out of four-wheel drive, exercise it, keep it running for those times that you need it. So, in conclusion, it's a two-wheel drive car. Only put it in four-wheel drive car when really necessary. Take it easy, take care, drive carefully through this winter, and we'll catch you further down the road.